The first time I ever read a poem, I didn't know I was reading a poem. My friend had overdosed about 3 weeks before it, and it was my first really close death, and I didn't have language for what was going on in my brain, and I didn't eat for weeks, and I just slept in my bedroom and stared up at the ceiling in the dark and just was almost catatonic. And so I wrote him a letter, and I needed to get it out. For some reason, I knew that the orality of the text was very important. So I found this open mic that was just a few blocks away from my house, and I read it on there. Got halfway through it, had a breakdown, was just inconsolable, weeping, and I left. And a week later, I was walking in the area, and this person stopped me on the street and said, "You read that poem about your friend on life support." I was like, "Oh, no, it wasn't a poem." They're like, "No, that was a poem. You need to come back." And I did. And I've been doing it ever since. That was 2001. And, I thoroughly believe that poems are not finished unless they are spoken, unless they are gifted to the ether or, into the air, given that kind of swirling movement through a body from one mouth to an ear to a heart to a brain to a fist, whatever it is. And so I think there's so much magic in sharing your story and in poetry. Starting from the page, fine, but it has to be brought into the universe. It has to exist out there and be spoken for it to truly be real.